Greetings and much blessings. Of course, the trend lately has been social distancing. What if I were to tell you that there's also spiritual distancing? Now, this can seem kind of odd for me to say that, especially for those who know about what being empathic is. Basically, you being empathic is you being connected to everything and everybody and everywhere. You are hypersensitive. You have a heightened sense of awareness. How can you have distance from things that you are so spiritually connected to? But see, that's the thing. I believe with spiritual distancing, you just have to learn how to block certain things from entering your sensories. Of course, some things you can avoid and some things you can't deny. But I think overall, this aspect takes training. I believe that. So spiritual distancing isn't really natural for someone who's empathic. I get it. But in these times, I think training is very key. But the way you react to things in this world, is pretty much very quick and very sharp. Pretty much like a shark. When you do sense something, you hone in on that. But you block out the other things that aren't necessary at that time until it's time for you to resume with picking up those other things. So I think that's the key to what spiritual distancing is at this time, because I don't know about y'all, but ever since a lot of things have been going on with a lot of the pandemic, I've had to block out certain senses because it has just overwhelmed you emotionally. You know what I'm saying? So okay, with the empathic, I say spiritual distancing. Of course, that's pretty controversial because for some people, they may not see spirituality the same way that I do. But I believe that, once again, we need to tie all this in because, for me personally, I believe that you cannot be empathic if you're not spiritual. Of course, everybody living this human experience has some level of empathy. Empath. You feel things whether you realize it or not. You feel things whether you realize it or not, whether you acknowledge it or not. You're going to feel things. But then there's other people who are on a higher level with what they feel, and that's all spiritual. It's not even the feel, it's the feeling of the field, the feeling of the spiritual field. Okay, that's what you feel. But yes, in the times of where you feel a lot of negative feelings, you just distance yourself from that. You want to stay on good vibration. So that's another key of how to spiritual distance yourself. I said one is just blocking out the negative feelings, blocking out the things that will overwhelm you. The second thing is to remain in good vibrations. Stay on higher vibrations. I'm not trying to tell you to go on the highest of vibrations. You want to be a realist about things in this world, but be at a higher vibration than you're at right now. That's what I'm saying. Spiritual distancing. Yes, spiritual distancing. Y'all stay blessed.